I'm Sharon Taylor, founder and CEO of the Business Vision and Development Center. And I just want to have a little girl chat as we close out Women's History Month. Being a woman, as you can see, I know the struggles that we have when it comes to entrepreneurship, work-life balance, and all those things. And I can't say that I know your journey, but I know my journey. And I know a lot of us have similarities. We've had relationships. I've had several. I've been married twice. I have two adult males, sons. We've got a couple of grands. But overall, life has been good to me. And I think back when I was young, what did I, and when you say, what do I want to be when I grow up? And my answer was an educator. I didn't know it would be entrepreneurship at the time, but I mean, as a very young child in my grandmother's basement with a blackboard and some chalk and some empty chairs with my make-believe students, I knew that I wanted to be an educator. So I went into the Air Force. I've tried different career paths along the way. I even taught for a while, but I ended up at the Small Business Administration. And when I ended up at SBA, and I was just, I had a degree. I came out of the Air Force. I started as a GS4, if anybody knows what that is. I made copies. I didn't mind getting coffee. And I learned about entrepreneurship at SBA. I love that agency, excuse me. You see, I had a little surgery. And I'm very grateful for my time there. And sometimes we have to say, this is not where I want to be. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what I envision. But I want to tell you, no matter where you are in your journey, you take it, you learn from it, you make notes, you be the best that you can be in that position. I made better copies than anybody else. I didn't mind getting you coffee. I didn't mind answering phones because I learned what it was like to be in the workforce at the bottom and then work my way up. So I say this to say to you, don't get discouraged. I started at SBA in 1993. And when people would say, oh, you work at SBA, back then it was, I need a business plan. And that's where I started my entrepreneurship journey. And as I worked on business plan after business plan after business plan, I learned the ins and outs of business. I learned about marketing. I learned about competition. I learned about missions and visions and profit and loss and all of that. And it got me to where I am today. I've had children along the way. I already told you I had 2 failed marriages. I got my degree. I've lived over here, there, everywhere. I've had ups and downs in my life. But when I tell you, when you get to a place where you can look back and say, it's possible. When you look at your girlfriends who have dug themselves out of holes and are on top, you can say, it's possible. It's possible for me. It's possible for you. It's possible for all of us. And I implore you to surround yourself with a group of women who support one another, who come to the table with different ideas and opinions and perspectives, because all our lives are different, and lift each other up and celebrate one another. And my mantra, typically, when I talk to another woman business owner, my first thing is, how can I help? Not what's in it for me, but how can I help you get to where you need to be? And I think that is one of the things I think that us as a society don't do enough. Because I came from a place of what about me isn't. What about me didn't work. I found joy in helping others. So as we close out Women's History Month and move on to the next month and the next month, I want you to look over to your left or to your right, or call your girl who may be down, or a family member who may be struggling, and just say, how can I help? Even if it's something small. Can I pick you up something from the grocery store today? We have to build community. I think it was last year, I started the sister entrepreneurial, I'm gonna have to change that because that's too hard to say. The Sister Entrepreneurship Experience, the C program. And it came out and I was promoting it as Say Yes to C. And I'm going to revitalize that. Not formally, so to speak, but I want us as women to have a place to talk to other women and just to get on and chat and kiki and say what happened in the business world today, or what do you think about this, or how should I handle that type of thing. So you'll be seeing more of Say Yes to C in the future. And I also am open to suggestions. So my email address, info@thebvdcenter.org. If you just want to come on and chat and I put you on YouTube, you talk about your business, all gravy too. So with that being said, I bid you adieu. You have a great day and let me know how I can help. Like, share, and subscribe.